All right, guys. Good luck. We have Half Queso Elite, followed by Onyx, number 4. Actually, let me grab some thick top loaders. Oh, all right. I don't know if Kai's out there, but here we go again tonight. Madden, Goosenberg, Madden, Jones, and Goosenberg on the Chromes. Jersey, we've got Lesko, Kirkering Auto, Casanova, and Baldwin. A Jack Leiter to 99. Jack Leiter, gold ticket to 99. Rudy to 33. DeLauder and Sims. Cam Collier jersey. And Coop, gold to 99. Two of them. Am I pronouncing it right? Fluharty, Barco, Rivera, and Brannigan. Oh, we got a redemption. O'Ray and Madden. Hall and O'Ray and Acosta. Redemption of Taj Bradley. You don't have Vandy guys in this? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, did I grab the wrong sleeves? I did. How is that even possible? You know I'm going to hit a big one. You let someone else have a shot at one, huh? Nice lighter. Well, that's another 99. Looks pretty centered, too. I mean, it's bowed, but looks pretty centered. I'm still chasing Prism. Well, I got one more 3-week period of Prism before I'm out, and then I got to make a choice which way I want to go with it. Do I want to try to grab some more? Or I think they do. I definitely think the 99s look great. It's weird though, a gold to 99 though. The gold being to 99 is a little weird, but yeah, you get used to it. You collect anything other than Vandy guys, really? Or college? Do you collect pro at all? And do you go as far back as David Price, Vandy guys? Barely. That is a fact. It is definitely a barely. Barrera, Ritchie, Campbell, Lamp, and Miller. It's like the orange. I mean, you can call it orange, but it doesn't really make it orange. Luis, Jackson Ferris to 50. Robert Moore and Soto. DeAndre Smith and Eddie's Leonard. Zavala and Hunter. Jason Dominguez jersey. Morabito. Mike Knorr and Jimmy Crooks. Mark Pryor tonight. Joe Lamp. Graham and a number to 10. Roman Anthony. Roman Anthony to 10. Drew Gilbert. Chandler Simpson. Beavers and Sims. I don't think I don't think you answered. Maybe you did. Am I pronouncing that right? Or am I not even close? I mean, I worked at a golf course for 20 years having to call out names off a tee sheet to go to the first tee. So I'm slightly above average, but doesn't mean I get it right. But if you say it confidently, no one knows you screwed it up. Yeah. If you say it with confidence, no one knows other than you that I screwed it up. And trust me, when you're calling out names on a loudspeaker, you got to be careful. I've actually got a story about it. That is, I thought it was absolutely hilarious, but it didn't involve me. So I was the head pro, had one of the assistants calling out names to the first tee. So it's nothing more than I need this force, the Jackson force him to the first tee. On deck is going to be the James twosome and the Ferris twosome. 15-minute call for the third group. So we had members. We had 2 black members, part of that were great guys. Well, one of them was a great guy. The other one was pretty cantankerous. Well, the assistant gets on the loudspeaker. Now it's right around their tea time, and over the loudspeaker goes, "I need the Coon twosome to the first tee, please. The Coon twosome to the first tee. Cross, McLean, Coffee, Kennedy, and Wagner." The member comes in like ready to kill somebody. Well, the twosome right in front of him was Kuhn, pronounced Coon. Oh my goodness. It took an hour to calm the situation down. I mean, I was laughing, but it is what it is. Petty, Alvarez. The other gentleman in the twosome thought it was hilarious. He figured it out right away and thought it was the funniest thing ever. The other member wasn't quite there. It took him an hour to just calm down. Furman, Zobak, Schweitzer, Maddock to 149. Trust me, you will never hear a story like that. Kuhn, yes. In front of the members, Ritter, Scott, Coop, jersey card. Oh my goodness. From that point on, it's like you have got to be careful. Zobak, Boyd, Lesko. I mean, the assistant didn't even have a clue. Literally didn't have a clue what he was upset about until he started, you just called me this. He's like, well, no, I didn't. And then we went through the T sheet and started realizing what happened. I about died laughing so hard. Hajar, Dean, Palmquist, Birdsell, Kevin Parada, jersey card, DeLauder, De Los Santos, and Dylan Lesko. And the one member who was cool, kid you not, his name was Sammy Davis. Sammy Davis. And he and I were, while the assistant tried to calm the crazy one down, me and Sammy were over in the corner for probably half an hour just dying laughing. Just dying. Once we figured it out. So yeah, you got to be careful when you're calling out names. Never know who you might tick off. And that is a true story that you will probably never hear again. No one else has got that story. Yeah, exactly. Except there's no women around, kind of thing, to tick off. And when I say it was an hour, I mean it was a solid hour that he was suing everybody. He was going to own the club. I mean, it was good times. While me and Sammy were over on the side just thinking it's the funniest thing ever. I think that's another reason why it took an hour for him to calm down. He saw us over there on the side laughing so hard. Well, if nothing else, I can promise you, no other breaker's coming out with that story. That is a Hawks Breaks 101 right there. I watched some of it today. I don't tend to watch. I've gotten burned out on it. Cannon, Phillips, Cox, Kowser, and Toman. When you're at a golf course, pretty much most of your life, you kind of get burned out a little bit. Fox, DeVos, but I will tune in for the majors. Spencer, Sims, Pattison, a De La Cruz, numbered 7 of 7 for De La Cruz. Izzy, Melendez, Ivan Melendez to 24. Spencer Jones, Furman, Mizorowski and Thorpe, Jake Fox number 2. De Los Santos, Elliott and Young, Reggie Crawford, another gold Kumar rocker. That is at least my third. Number to 49, Kumar rocker. My goodness, that is at least the third one of those I've hit. Alvarez and Morabel. If you want to keep your players. Well, yeah, I understand that concept. I've seen a lot do that. Kind of a reason why I don't drink. I drink nothing. Well, Diet Coke. I can hurt a drink card on Diet Cokes. You still play at all? Or your dad played, I guess. Do you play much? De Los Santos, Jake Fox. I was 6 in 78, so I wasn't quite there. Heh. And as Gerald said, if you want to keep your players for next Thursday night, make sure you send me the email. Price stays the same, and I do combine the shipping. $9.98 is good until the end of next week. This is week 2 of 3. So if you saw players missing tonight, they were kept from last week. They will all be back out there the next week 1. Yeah, my dad did enough. I'm horrible. My dad did enough for both of us. I never got into it. Plus, I never acquired a taste for it. I just don't like the taste of it either. All right, we've got Parada, Reimer, Tamar, Blade Tidwell, gold. That one is a gold to 10. And Brooks Lee. Golf is honestly, to be average or above average, is pretty easy of a sport to do. Now to get beyond that, yeah, it's tough. All right, so they're both gold. That one's more the refractor version is the 10. The other is not refractor version. I guess. I'm guessing that's what the difference is. Tommy Specht and Jacob Waters, Dean and Josh White, Connor Stain, Anderson Furman, Casanova and Brandon Barrera, Reggie Crawford, and gold to 99, Judd Fabian. Yeah, well, you have to put a lot of time into it. Herpe, Trey Gonzalez to 27, Lyle and Ritter, Barnett and Ferris. But then once you've done it, it's like riding a bike. Mikey Romero and Drew Jones tonight. Drew Jones. If you got Jones tonight, congrats. Barco and McKenzie. Yeah, I play most sports. I will say that. I guess that's probably why I do what I do and did what I did. Golf, basketball. I mean, I play more softball than anything now. Play a ton of it. Anything with a bat or racket. Table tennis, even. Ping pong, whatever you want to call it. I guess my thing is I'm just competitive. Probably overly competitive. So I hate to lose. So I will put the time into it so I don't lose. If I can. There's a ton of it down here in Florida. I don't think so. That is one I don't. I mean, I used to play a ton of tennis. And honestly, very, very competitive ping pong table tennis kind of thing. But I don't know. Pickleball doesn't really hasn't interested me quite yet. But I will literally play probably any sport. If I was asked to go do it, I probably would. I just grew up across the street from a golf course. A highlight? No. Gusenberg, Jones, Bolt, Sussick, and Messick. I think I'm too old for that. Sussick. Rincones. I think, pretty sure highlight is a young man's game. Mounts and Danimal. Hodo. Dalton Rogers, Jordan Sprinkle, and Cole Young. Jersey card of Zach Nato. Reggie Crawford, Dylan Ray, and Owen Murphy. Max Rayshik and Ryan Cermak. That one's to 61. Oreyes and Xavier Isaac. Keegan and redemption of Josh Smith. Martin and Mizorowski. I've never even seen highlight played other than like in video. I know they have it in Tampa. At least they used to, anyway. I'm probably one of the few people that probably knows exactly what highlight is. More NATOs. You have NATO tonight? I will say it's been a rough day. No Rays baseball. Once baseball season gets going, a day without the Rays on is kind of rough. I'm not a fan. I watched a little of the Braves, saw the Braves walk off, but it's not the same. I'm telling you, Keegan is all over this stuff, Kai. All over this stuff. And heck, since it's just pretty much you and Gerald talking, where did your parents come up with that name anyway? There's got to be a story behind it. Not very good. They did terrible against us because we had solid pitching. I think they picked it up in their next against Houston, though. Crawford, Graham, Elijah Green, Romero, and Beck. Yeah, they didn't do exactly all that great against us. Sussick, Bergsell, Midroff, and Dylan Lesko. Diaza, and Trace Bright. Trace Bright to 83. Tanner Scoble, and Reggie Crawford. Justin Crawford to 199. Noah Schultz, Zavala, and Sussick. Cepeda, Michael Knorr. We got another redemption. Cade Hunter. I have redemptions, I guess, are better than points. Beltre. Keegan. We get another Smith. Nope. DJ Hers this time. DJ Hers. Javier and Veerling. Tristan Veerling. And there you go. See, I knew there was a story behind it. Absolutely knew there was a story behind it. I know how to ask the correct questions. Garrett Mitchell, thoughts? He's hot right now. He is hot right now. He would have been probably a good buy a couple years ago when his prospect stuff was out. I really don't know enough about him though. But it's like me with Wander. Wander's going to be a stud. He just is. I mean, he might not be a 50 home run guy, but he's going to be his hand-eye is just remarkable. And that's what you want. Hand-eye. If he stays healthy, his stuff is going to explode at some point, which is why I'm no longer buying Wander because I'm past that point. Move to the next guy. Williams was the defensive player of the year. Yeah, mine was pretty good too. I will admit that. My parents didn't do nearly as well on that end of the spectrum. But my grandparents absolutely were. I always say my kids got gypped. They didn't get my grandparents. Mine used to like eating biscuits and buttermilk. Put a biscuit in a glass of buttermilk and eat it with a spoon. That's something that sticks with you. Especially when you're a little feller looking at it going, that just can't be good, Grandpa. I don't care what you say. Here, take a bite. Nope. But heck, mine would take me fishing. So we'd go fishing. We'd stop at 7-Eleven. He'd tell me to pick out 3 or 4 candy bars and soda. I mean, seriously. If you're a little guy, you're going fishing, going to spend the day fishing, and you're picking out 3 or 4 candy bars and soda? Really? Galoff, Campbell, Milbrandt, Miller, and Jones. I mean, that is like the trifecta right there. Fishing, candy bars, and soda. Maderas, Williams, De La Cruz, and Bright. Schweitzer and Frias. Cole Young and Ryan Ritter to 62. My kids are like, you're going to be a terrible grandfather because they didn't. My dad was never really around for him. Oh, didn't do Trey. So they don't really know what it's like. They just see me as a dad, and I'm a tough dad because you got to be on your kids. But I'm like, nope, trust me. As a grandpa, I know how it works. Noah Schultz. You firing them up on candy, you make them love you, and you give them back. Doty, Richie, Zavala, Ziegler, and Pasiola. Logan Tanner and Zach Nato. Dustin Harris. Jacob Berry to 212. Fluharty and Pattison. I said no matter what, it doesn't matter. I'll give them candy and soda, and as a parent, you can't do that all the time. So you can't beat me. Yeah, my grandfather had a cabin. Well, not really a cabin, that's per se, as much as a mobile home over at Okeechobee. So I would spend like a month over with him most summers, just he and I fishing for at least a couple weeks. Exactly. You can spoil the crap out of them. When you're that, you can't do it as a parent. Mine are like, you don't ever, you're tough. I'm like, yeah, to you. I got one that's a doctor, is in med school. I've got another one that's stinking graduated college with a 4-year degree at 20. Neither one of them are owed a dime. Well, down by the creek anyway, or the water that goes around the lake. And another one's a little computer kid. I'm like, yeah, I think I did pretty well. I raised them well. I get to now I get to the fun part. And my kids whine, but I mean, we had Disney passes, SeaWorld passes. We They can't complain too much. I just was tough on. I expected A's. I expected good grades because I knew they could do it. Well, if you're one of the couple 10 or 12 that are out there not talking, feel free to jump in. It's story time at Hawks Breaks after almost after midnight. I'm thinking they have a decent shot of winning the East this year. Their pitching is solid. O'Ray, Elliott, Gonzalez, Madden, and Fabian. I mean, keep in mind they're 6-0, and they still have Glasnow and Taj Bradley. Bradley in the minors, Glasnow, and then for not this year, but probably next year, at least maybe in the playoffs, Shane Baz as well. I mean, they've got studs coming through. Lesko, Morabel, Kennedy, and Javier. Kellington. Yeah, exactly. After hour story time. Michael Noor. I got to find a way to keep you awake. Reimer and Ritter. Cam Collier. We got another redemption. We do. Coop, Harrington and Barnett. Povich and Birdsell. Locklear. Michael Kennedy. White and Mark Vientos. Mark Vientos. Not yet, they're not. Cade Horton and Tyler Locklear. Orioles are not better yet. However, they are going to be a good team. I just don't think they have the pitching quite yet. And the hitters are still too young. Hitters are still a little too young, and they don't have the pitching quite yet. But they've got it, all of it coming through. I wouldn't want to be the Red Sox or the Yankees right now. Because I promise you, the Yankees and the Red Sox are nowhere near what the Rays, the Orioles, and the Blue Jays are going to be here in the near future. And no amount of money is going to get them there either. And I mean no amount of money. Well, like I said, I mean, we've got 4 studs right now, with at least 3 more. Glasnow should be back in a month. Taj is ready, but he's in the minors. And Baz is probably out till next year, but he might be back sooner than that. Oh yeah, the Red Sox. They're, I mean, toast. They are just in terrible shape compared to everybody else in that division. And with them not having to beat up on each other nearly as much this year because they changed the scheduling around so you don't play in division as much, there's no doubt the wild cards are going to come from the East, in my opinion. There is no doubt in my mind. And I think Baltimore could get one of those spots. I think it could. Yankees, Blue Jays, and Orioles will be looking for two of the out of those three teams looking for two spots. Oh, there we go. Anybody roll the dice on Barry tonight? Isaac, Cox, Veerling, and on campus, Barry Larkin. On campus, Barry Larkin. Anybody roll the dice on Larkin? Or is that mine? I'm good either way. If someone had it, that's a nice card. If you don't, and I end up with it, I think it's pretty cool. But Barry Larkin on campus. You had a bunch of them tonight, didn't you, Kai? Doty. Kate Horton. Connor Prelip. Javier and Harrington to 85. Diaz, jersey card. Locklear, I thought you grabbed a few. I love the look of those things. House wins. Sims. Brannigan to 24. Hey, the house is fine with winning that card. Frias and Taylor. White and Moya. Mahea. Justin Boyd. Morabito and Boyd. Galees and Ian Lewis prospect material. Passiola and Robert Oreyes. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I try to keep those spots cheap. So if you don't have an auto, $2 isn't a bad price to take a gamble on. So I never know if someone takes a roll at a dice at $2 or not on some of them. Oh yeah, I would be thrilled. I might even buy a Frank Thomas. There were three guys that I was big on growing up. Frank Thomas, Juan Gonzalez, and Ken Griffey Jr. were my guys. I've got multiple 5,000 count boxes from when I was a kid. I mean, this will give you an idea. They're dusty, but I've got these from a kid, from when I was a kid. Thomas card and ball, and another Thomas with a ball. I'm in Sarasota, Bradenton area, so the White Sox were here. No, it's just camera, I'm guessing. I do have, and I've got them certified and graded, multiple Juan Gonzalez Donruss reverse cards. Multiple autoed reverse cards. Wrong sleeves. And it was when he was with the. Back when I was a kid, he was sitting in the stands at a White Sox game, and just a skinny, scrawny kid, Juan Gonzalez, when he was in the minors, or just a rookie, just gotten cards. So I had a bunch of them. I got him, Sammy Sosa, autographs, all that from when I was a kid. But yeah, I've got Juan Gonzalez that are Beckett certified. Reverse negatives from when I was a little feller. Well, littler feller anyway. Which is kind of cool. All right, guys. Is anybody here for Onyx? Anybody here waiting on Onyx? I have 2 spots that have not been paid for that I know of. And I don't know the guy really. All right, guys. Recap coming up. Uh, actually, he just messaged me, Kai. But feel free to stick around and watch. All right, we've got Brannigan, Harrington, Barry Larkin on campus, Pattison, Ritter, Gonzalez, Tidwell, Melendez, and Anthony. Right now he just has numbers. I haven't done the random yet. Horton, Diaz, Collier, Lesko, Harris, Schultz, Crawford, Sussick twice, Nato, Romero, Crawford twice, Jones, Coop, Parada, Pryor, Dominguez, and Lesko. Oh, and Collier. Had 1 extra. Autos, first stack. Galees, Mahea, Boyd, Taylor, Frias, Locklear, Prelip, Lewis, Vientos, White, Birdsell, Povich, Coop, Knorr, Kellington, Morabel, Berry, Pasiola, Ziegler, Doty, Schweitzer, Williams, Medeiros, Frias, Keegan, Knorr, Cepeda, Schultz, Bright, Diaza, Birdsell, Hers and Smith, Keegan, Cermak, Rashik, Crawford, Rogers, Hodo, and Rinconez. Yeah, it's a random, not eBay. But the boxes are sitting there in the background. All right, we've got Furman, Ritter, Lyle, Stain, Waters, Specht, Jones, Fabian, Coop, De Los Santos, Fox, Furman, Pattison, DeVos, Fox, De La Cruz, Rocker, DeLauder, Dean, Hajar, Zobak, Schweitzer, Alvarez, Petty, Maddock, Simpson, Gilbert, Lamp, Morabito, Smith, Ferris, Luis, Leonard, Hall, Brannigan, Rivera, Rudy, Leiter, Kirkring, and Bradley. All right. Move that down a little bit. Pull up the spreadsheets. All right, it's going to take me 2 minutes here to get everything set up, guys. If you're out here waiting for Onyx, give me 2 minutes to set it all up and we'll get going. All right. Here is the random for player A, more or less. First players. So, gonna random it 5 times. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Ellie at the bottom, Munoz at the top. Spot 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We are locked and loaded. Onyx number 4. All right, guys, good luck. If you like vintage looking cards, you're in the right spot. If you don't, time to change the channel. Davis. Woo. We've got Yordan Alvarez. Back-to-back half cases. Yordan Alvarez. If you've got Yordan, which Cody Stark does, had to think there's no chance you hit him in the first half. We did. William Bergolla. William Bergolla. Cody had both of them. Both sides. That was a Cody Stark box right there. We only do that. We've got 18 players and 12 boxes, so not everybody gets one of those. Wilkin. Let's go. Jackson Holiday. Boom. Jackson Holiday. Don Conklin. Gotta like that. And since I can't, I gotta make it even. Ryan Spikes, who is out there, who went to Brandon. Mark Church, Ryan Spikes, Marcelo Mayer, Scott with Mayer, and Luis Cerna went to Brandon. Almost midnight. I know, we're late, but hey. What else do you have to do but sleep? We've got Wilkin and Lesko again. Front and back. Chase Davis. Oh my goodness. Don Conklin. Don Conklin. This is why you get in. Jackson Holiday number 2. Green ink this time. Green ink Jackson Holiday. My goodness. I don't think we haven't hit a black yet, so we don't have a case hit. Church, Mooney, Blake Sear, and red ink, Randy Rodriguez, red ink, Josh Hagedorn. Unlike Elite, guys, this is pretty quick. Hector Rodriguez, Moline, Jeff Bells, and William Bergola. Ha ha ha! There you are, Don. Quite a night. What are the odds of hitting 2 of them in a half case like that? Sometimes you're the ant, sometimes you're the shoe. Congrats on being the shoe tonight. Carter, Jordan Lawler, TJ White, I'm like, you gotta like this stuff. You just got to. And Mark Church. Jeff Bells, Marcelo Mayer, Samuel Munoz, and Omari Daniel. A lot of shortstops in this. Infielder, shortstop type players. Got the bigger names, and then the ones you don't really know are a lot of infielders and shortstops. Gotta like that. A lot of position players. Drew Jones, Montez, Dylan Lesko, and Luis Cerna. Luis Cerna, number 2. Exactly. Great looking cards. You don't have to break the bank on it. White, Mooney, Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie, I mean, seriously. I mean, look at what's getting pulled. You gotta like it for the price. Randy Rodriguez. I mean, you gotta like it for the price. Daniel, Julio, Montez. Oh, there we go. Wow, who's got Lesko tonight? Dennis Schmid. I don't know if Dennis is out there. He's a West Coaster. How about Black Ink Dylan Lesko tonight? Black Ink Dylan Lesko. 3 of 5 for Dylan. 3 of 5. Boom. Last pack. Huggins, Cross, Ryan Wu, and Junior Caminero. Junior Caminero. All right, recap tonight. Gotta like this. Gotta like it. We've got Caminero, Wu. Oh, that doesn't go there. Goes in back. Montez, Rodriguez, De La Cruz, Cerna, Lesko, Daniel, Munoz, Church, White, Bergola, Bells, Sear, Davis, Cerna, Mayer, Spikes, Jackson Holiday, Bergola, Green Ink of Holiday, Red Ink Rodriguez, Black Ink Lesko, and a Jordan Alvarez tonight. Number 2. Jordan Alvarez won the front half, won the back half. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Be back tomorrow night with more Onyx. I will probably put another one up here momentarily. If we fill it, we'll do it tomorrow. Let's blow through some 2023. Have a good one, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.